This gentle meditation is designed to help you unwind, quiet your mind, and slip into deep restorative relaxation. As you listen, allow your body to soften, your breath to slow, and your thoughts to gently drift away so you can fully surrender to rest. Let's begin by arriving together, gently and without hurry, as if we were stepping through a quiet doorway into a room made just for ease. Before we settle in, I would truly love to know where you are listening from, because it helps all of us feel connected across distances and time zones. So please leave a friendly comment with your city, your region, or your country when you feel ready. Seeing those places appear becomes a soft constellation of our community, and it reminds us that we are breathing together even when we are far apart. Thank you for sharing your corner of the world, and thank you for choosing this moment for yourself. Find a posture that feels supportive and kind to your body. Whether you are seated with your feet relaxed on the floor, cross-legged on a cushion, or lying down with a light blanket across your body. Let your spine lengthen as if a gentle thread is drawing the crown of your head upward, while the shoulders melt slightly downward, creating a spacious and natural alignment. Place your hands where they can rest without effort, perhaps on your thighs, folded loosely over your belly, or at your sides if you are reclined. If it feels safe, soften your gaze or allow your eyes to close and give yourself permission to arrive exactly as you are. We will begin with breath that is simple, friendly, and unrushed, because nothing about this practice needs to be complicated. Breathe in slowly through your nose and notice the air moving across the back of your throat, down into your chest, and further into your belly, which is welcome to rise. Pause for a brief, comfortable moment at the top of the inhale, not forcing anything. Just noticing the presence of breath in a body that is learning to relax. Exhale through the mouth or nose with a soft sigh, and imagine the exhale carrying away the day's static and any pieces of tension that are ready to leave. Let us try the same rhythm once more, gently and kindly. Inhale to a slow count of 4, feeling the ribs widen like doors that open onto a calm garden. Pause for a moment of quiet acknowledgement that you are here and that arriving matters. Exhale to a slow count of 6, giving your nervous system a steady cue that this is a place of safety and ease. As you settle into this easy cadence, notice what softens first, because your body will often show you where rest is most ready to bloom. You might feel your jaw unclench, your forehead smooth, or the small muscles around your eyes release their effort, and all of these signals are worthy of a gentle thank you. Offer yourself that thank you right now, because your body hears your kindness and responds in its own wise timing. We will invite presence to sweep through the body like a slow, warm light, kind and thorough, patient and unforced. Bring attention to the crown of the head and imagine a soft glow resting there, dissolving the tiny muscles of the scalp and smoothing the skin across the forehead. Allow that glow to travel behind the eyes, loosening any tightness, and then across the temples where the day sometimes lingers, asking those places to soften and be free of effort. Let the glow melt into the cheeks, down the bridge of the nose, and along the jawline, where you can part the teeth slightly and let your tongue rest heavy in the mouth. Guide the warmth to the back of the head and down the neck, releasing the sense that you must hold everything up all of the time. Invite the shoulders to drop as if the evening air itself were lifting a weight off your frame and setting it gently down beside you. Bring awareness to the collarbones and the spaces around them, noticing the subtle movement they make as you breathe, a delicate seesaw of calm. Let this same attention drift across the upper back, where muscles spread like a quiet set of wings, and imagine the breath creating room between each vertebra. Travel with your awareness to your chest and feel the easy rise and fall that has been happening since before you were aware of it. Offer your heart a silent acknowledgement for its steady devotion to your life, and see if a drop of gratitude can land there like gentle rain. Allow the glow to move through the rib cage, widening the spaces between the ribs so the breath can flow with even less effort. Now invite the warmth into your belly, which is allowed to be soft, unguarded, and completely at ease. If your belly has been bracing against stress, let the next few exhales ask it to unbrace, and trust that doing nothing can be a powerful form of care. Imagine your inhale circling the organs with kindness and your exhale covering them with a blanket of calm, and feel this internal gesture of comfort deepen. Guide your attention to your hips and pelvis, and notice that this area does so much to carry you through the day. Let the next exhale flow through the hips like warm water, dissolving stiffness and creating a gentle sense of release. If it helps, imagine the pelvis as a deep, steady bowl that can rest easily on the support beneath you. Let the warm awareness move down the thighs, where heavy muscles can loosen their expectations of movement. Feel the knees soften and send kindness to the complicated miracle of those joints. Let the shins and calves unspool from their tight spirals and allow your ankles to rest with the soft neutrality of evening. Invite your feet to spread slightly, letting all 10 toes receive an unspoken assurance that they have done enough for today. Return to the breath and notice its texture, which may now feel smoother, warmer, and more generous. If you discover thoughts weaving in and out, greet them with a nod rather than a tug, and let them float beyond the edges of your awareness like small boats drifting past a friendly shore. Every time you realize you are thinking, you are practicing awareness, and awareness is the heart of meditation. We will choose a simple intention, one that folds easily into breath and body. You might choose a phrase such as "I am safe," or "I allow ease," or "I choose to rest," and you can let it ride the inhale and the exhale for the next few cycles. Pick words that feel believable and kind because your nervous system appreciates sincerity more than grandeur. As you breathe with your intention, imagine a circle of light forming around you at the distance that feels most comfortable, neither too close nor too far. This circle is your boundary of ease for the next while, and within it you are allowed to soften, to pause, to be exactly as you are. Everything outside the circle may continue on, but it does not need your attention, and that freedom is part of your practice tonight. We will introduce a gentle counting pattern that supports the parasympathetic side of your nervous system. Inhale for 4 and exhale for 6. adjusting the speed of the counts so they fit your lungs without strain. Repeat this 3 times, letting each exhale lengthen just a touch more if it feels pleasant, because longer exhales often invite the body into deeper calm. Let the counting fade like music receding around a corner, and return to whatever rhythm feels most natural. Notice how your awareness can widen and soften at the same time, like a window opening to a quiet view while curtains sway gently. You are doing beautifully, and the simplicity of your breath is evidence that you are already where you need to be. We will explore a brief visualization to encourage gentle focus without effort. Imagine a small bench at the edge of evening, where the sky glows with the last rosy thread of daylight and the first silver stitch of starlight. You take a seat on this bench, and the wood is smooth, and the air smells faintly of clean rain and distant pine. As you breathe in, the horizon brightens slightly. As you breathe out, the colors soften and your shoulders lower. Above you hangs a calm lantern, the kind with soft glass and warm light, and it represents your attention. This lantern does not have to be a spotlight or a searchlight. It only has to be steady because steadiness is enough. When your mind wanders, the lantern waits patiently, and when you return, it resumes its gentle glow without judgment. Bring your awareness to sound, which can be part of the practice rather than a distraction. If there are noises nearby, let them be waves that rise and fall without asking for your involvement, and notice how you can remain the shoreline. The meditation continues no matter what the environment offers, and your breathing remains your home base. We will do a slow body scan breath for 3 cycles, letting attention ride the inhale down and the exhale up. On the next inhale, draw awareness from the crown of the head down to the soles of the feet, like a gentle elevator of light moving through each level of you. On the exhale, let awareness rise from the soles to the crown and release any residue of effort that wants to travel upward and out with the breath. Repeat this 2 more times, adjusting the pace to what feels kind. and notice any areas that ask for extra patience or softness. If your mind begins to negotiate or evaluate how well you are meditating, you can bow to that voice without feeding it, and then shepherd your attention back to the lantern's warm glow. You are learning an art that values gentleness over achievement, which means the softer you are, the richer the practice becomes. Let that truth land with kindness, and let your shoulders descend another quiet fraction. Now we will anchor with touch, because the body understands gentle anchors. If it feels good, bring one hand to your abdomen and one hand to your heart, and feel your inhale press lightly into your palms, while your exhale lets the palms settle back toward stillness. This feedback loop is calming because it proves to your system that breathing is real, present, and trustworthy. Return your hands to a resting place and invite your face to become even softer, as if your features were carved from warm wax that is just beginning to relax. Allow the throat to feel spacious, and imagine that each swallow moves smoothly and easily, carrying away tension from the day. Let your tongue be heavy and wide, and notice how that tiny adjustment signals the jaw and neck that there is nothing to hold. We will set a compassionate boundary with thoughts, not by pushing them out, but by letting them pass through a friendly gate. Visualize a simple garden gate at the edge of your attention, and when a thought arrives, open the gate, nod to the thought, and allow it to continue down the path without following. Your job is only to hold the gate with kindness and to breathe in the garden. Invite a brief gratitude practice that asks nothing extravagant. Recall one small good thing from today, perhaps a sip of water that felt especially refreshing, a kind message, a moment of sunlight, or the decision to press play on this practice. Let that memory warm your chest like a pocket-sized sunrise, and allow the corners of your mouth to soften toward a relaxed hint of a smile. If a difficult moment from the day appears, acknowledge it honestly without reliving it, and offer yourself a sentence of compassion, such as, "That was hard, and I did what I could." Place that moment gently on the bench beside you in the visualization, knowing it will still be there later if it needs attention, and that for now, the practice is holding it for you. The ability to set things down temporarily is not avoidance. It is skillful rest, which makes deeper care possible. We will adjust posture slightly to refresh alertness without tension. If you are seated, imagine your sit bones rooting into the chair or cushion while the crown of your head floats, creating length without rigidity. If you are lying down, allow the back body to spread wider across the support beneath you, as if the surface were learning your shape and gladly accommodating it. Take 3 easy breaths together, with the option to add a gentle hum to the exhale if you like, because the vibration can soothe the vagus nerve and invite deeper calm. Inhale through the nose for 4, exhale for 6 with a soft hum, and feel the humming travel like a friendly ripple across the chest and throat. Repeat twice more, letting the hum fade on its own, and allow the quiet that follows to feel even deeper by contrast. Return to natural breathing and sense how the room meets you now, perhaps a touch quieter, perhaps a shade softer, as though the space itself were interested in your well-being. Notice the temperature of the air across the skin, the light behind the eyelids, and the sensation of clothing or blanket without needing to change anything. You are practicing the art of friendly observation, which is one of the gentlest ways to be with yourself. If you have not yet done so, please share in the comments where you are listening from, whether it is a bustling city, a peaceful countryside, a dorm room tucked under a slanted roof, a quiet corner of a night shift break room, or a cozy spot at home. Reading those places helps our circle of practice feel both real and beautifully wide, and it reminds us that we are a community of gentle seekers. Thank you for contributing your presence to that shared map of care. We will transition with a short mantra sequence, choosing phrases that feel like warm blankets for the mind. On the inhale, silently say, "I breathe in ease." And on the exhale, silently say, "I breathe out tension," letting the words be soft enough that they almost dissolve into sensation. Repeat for several breaths, and then let the words fall away. leaving only the trace of their kindness. Bring attention to the hands again and feel the subtle weight and warmth there. Perhaps the faint pulse in the fingers, a reminder that life keeps moving gently within you. Imagine that with each exhale, the hands become a little heavier, and with each inhale, they become a little warmer, settling into a rightness that does not require effort. Let the same sense of rightness spread to the feet, which can rest fully without planning their next step. We will allow the practice to open toward whatever comes next for you, whether that is a deeper meditation, a few minutes of quiet reflection, or a glide into restful sleep. Remind yourself that you can return to this breath, this posture, and this feeling of ease at any point in the day or night, because the doorway you walked through remains available. You have built it inside yourself with attention and kindness, and that kind of architecture lasts. Before we close, we will seal the practice with 3 breaths that carry a simple promise. Inhale with the promise to be gentle with yourself, and exhale with the promise to allow rest when rest is needed. Inhale with the promise to return when you drift, and exhale with the promise to forgive the drifting. Inhale with the promise to listen to your body's wisdom, and exhale with the promise to meet that wisdom with respect. Bring a little movement to the fingers and toes, small and lazy, as if you were stirring a calm lake with the lightest touch. If your eyes are closed, consider blinking them open slowly, allowing the light to meet you in layers, or keep them closed and remain in this gentle place if that is what you prefer. Take a moment to notice colors, shapes, and the way shadows soften along familiar edges, and let gratitude settle over the room like a comfortable shawl. You're doing wonderful. You have shown up for yourself with kindness, and that simple act is already a soft success your body can feel. Let that truth settle over you like a warm shawl, and allow your breath to loosen its rhythm into something slower and kinder. Notice the way the air moves in through your nose and out through your mouth or nose, and imagine each breath as a small lantern being lit and gently dimmed again. With each inhale, the lantern brightens, bringing a steady glow to your chest. And with each exhale, the light spreads outward in a quiet circle that tells your muscles they can relax. There is no need to try hard here, because rest arrives most easily when you simply allow the body to drift toward comfort. Let your jaw soften as if you are about to hum a lullaby to yourself, and give your tongue permission to rest heavy and wide behind your lower teeth. Invite your shoulders to melt away from your ears and slide down your back like snow slipping from a warm roof. Feel your hands grow a touch heavier, as though the mattress or cushion beneath you is learning your shape and gladly saying yes to it. In your mind's eye, picture a pathway made of soft, moonlit stones, each one smooth and warm and exactly where it needs to be. The path leads to a meadow of night, where grasses sway slowly and the air carries the scent of rain-washed earth and quiet pine. Overhead, the sky is a deep velvet, stitched with stars that blink like kind eyes. You step onto the first stone, not with your feet, but with your attention, and feel how the stone supports you completely without asking for anything in return. A gentle breeze glides past, cool and friendly, and you sense it whispering that you have time, that you have space, and that you are safe. With the next breath, you move to the second stone, and the movement is effortless, guided by the soft pulse of your inhale and exhale. As you travel, the lantern of your breath continues to glow, brightening with every inhale and widening with every exhale, until your whole body seems wrapped in a halo of quiet light. The meadow opens before you like a yawn in the earth, a welcoming stretch that says you can rest here as long as you like. Crickets begin a calm chorus at the edges of the field, and their rhythm feels like a gentle heartbeat beneath the night. You find a wooden bench beneath a small tree whose leaves shimmer like tiny coins, and you sit with complete ease, feeling your spine lengthen and your chest expand without effort. Every inhale draws the coolness of night into the body, and every exhale warms the air as it leaves, as if your breath has become a lullaby that sings to the world. There is nothing to fix, nothing to solve, and nothing to carry into the next moment. If a thought arrives with urgency, nod to it like a friendly passerby and let it keep walking along the moonlit path, because not every visitor needs a conversation tonight. Some thoughts are simply weather patterns moving through, and your job is to remain the quiet horizon that stays serene beneath them. With each exhale, the horizon grows even quieter, and your mind learns how to trust silence again. Bring awareness to the crown of your head and imagine a slow spill of warm light washing down through your scalp, forehead, and temples, smoothing each small muscle as it passes. Let that light pool gently behind your eyes like cool spring water, and notice how the muscles there soften their grip on the day. Feel the light flow along your cheeks and jaw, inviting release, and down the back of the head to the base of the skull where effort likes to hide. Allow the warmth to travel into your neck and shoulders, easing those wide shelves that have carried invisible loads. Let the light move across your collarbones and spread through your chest, widening the spaces between the ribs so breath can move like a slow tide. Offer a quiet thank you to your heart for its steady work, and imagine that gratitude softening the entire front of your body. The light continues down your back, vertebra by vertebra, like dawn moving along a mountain ridge, gentle and precise. It gathers in the small of your back, warming and releasing the places that sometimes forget how to let go. As it continues into your hips and pelvis, picture the bowl of the pelvis settling into perfect support, strong and utterly at ease. Now the light rolls like a quiet stream through your thighs, softening big muscles that have carried you all day. It pauses at your knees to offer them a moment of peace, then glides down your shins and calves, untangling tightness like gentle fingers, working through a knotted thread. At your ankles and feet, the warmth lingers, letting all 10 toes loosen and spread like contented petals. Everything inside you agrees to calm, and the bench beneath the shimmering leaf tree feels like a familiar friend you somehow missed for years and have just now found again. You listen to the crickets, the quiet rustle of grasses, and the almost silent echo of your own breathing. These sounds stack gently, a layered lullaby that asks for nothing and offers so much. A small path of silver light appears along the meadow's edge, leading toward a hill that rises like a drowsy shoulder against the sky. You follow that path without moving a single muscle, allowing attention alone to drift toward the hilltop where a single lantern glows. The lantern's glow is the same color as your breath's glow, and when you arrive, the two lights greet each other like old companions. There is a chair carved from smooth wood near the lantern, and when you settle into it, you discover it knows your shape. The back fits the curve of you, the seat supports the weight of you, and the armrests hold your hands as if they have been waiting all along. From this chair, the night seems to lean closer, as though the stars want to listen to your breathing. Above you, constellations gather like gentle storytellers who tell their tales without words. They draw slow lines between stars, lines that look like soft chords on invisible instruments, each one playing the note of ease. You do not need to understand the melody to be comforted by it, because comfort speaks a language the body never forgets. Notice how your inhale expands your torso in a calm, round way, and how your exhale eases everything back towards stillness. If it feels good, let the exhale become a fraction longer than the inhale, the tiniest tilt toward release that tells the nervous system all is well. You can keep that gentle ratio as a quiet thread through the rest of this journey, returning to it anytime you wish. Across the hill, a gate appears, simple and wooden, with a tiny sign that reads, "Night Garden." When you pass through the gate, you step into a garden that glows with bioluminescent blossoms, cups of soft blue and tiny bells of opal white swaying in the mild air. Paths curl like sleepy cats between the beds, and each step you imagine taking is effortless and restful by design. At the center of the garden sits a round pool of water as still as a held breath. The water mirrors the sky so perfectly that you can almost reach up to touch the stars by reaching down into the pool. You kneel at the edge and your reflection is candlelit and kind, with eyes that already look a touch more rested. Dip your fingertips into the water and watch the rings drift outward, each one taking a bit of tension with it as it travels to the pool's edge. These ripples can carry whatever needs carrying, and your body understands how to let them do their work without interference. The garden listens and says thank you to each ripple as it arrives, because release is a gift to every living thing. You sit back and breathe, and the lantern light from your chest becomes a quiet companion at your side. It does not judge or measure. It simply shines, steady and kind, like a trusted friend keeping watch while you close your eyes. If thoughts wander in, the lantern welcomes them and then lets them pass, and you can feel how permission loosens their urgency. Along one path, you notice a low shelf with small wooden boxes, each labeled with gentle words like ease, trust, stillness, and soft focus. Choose one in your mind and open it, and inside you find a feather-light token shaped like your chosen word. Hold the token to your chest and breathe in its meaning. Then place it quietly in your pocket of imagination to carry into sleep. Let your head tilt as if resting against a pillow you have known forever, and feel how your neck accepts the support and loosens its careful watch. Allow your shoulders to drop another small amount, and notice how that tiny movement changes the whole conversation of your body. Sometimes the smallest invitations bring the greatest relief, and your body is eager to accept them. A soft bell chimes from somewhere near the gate, a tone so round and low that it seems to settle directly into your belly. With that sound, your abdomen releases any last bracing, and the breath flows more freely, like a gentle stream slipping past mossy stones. The bell does not ask you to wake or to act. It invites you to rest even more deeply. You return to the chair near the lantern and sink into its perfect shape again, feeling the way it meets you exactly where you are. The chair, the lantern, the pool, and the garden compose a quartet of calm that plays only for you. Their music is made from silence, breath, and the tender surrender of muscles that decide to trust the night. If there is a pocket of tightness remaining anywhere in the body, send your next 3 exhales directly there, like warm wind gently untying a knot. On the first exhale, the knot loosens slightly. On the second, the knot relaxes its old story. On the third, the knot remembers how to be soft again. There is no rush, and there is no score. There is only the slow learning of ease. Now, bring to mind one small good thing from today. Something simple and honest. Perhaps a sip of water that tasted particularly clean, or a moment of sunlight that landed kindly on your face. Let that memory spread warmth through your chest like a little sunrise designed just for you. If no memory arrives, the act of seeking one is gentle enough to count as the good thing itself. If a difficult moment arises alongside the good, acknowledge it with tenderness and tell yourself, "That was hard, and I did my best with what I had." Place that moment on the garden's edge like a stone set carefully down, knowing you can pick it up later with fresh hands and a rested mind. For now, you are permitted to let the garden hold it for you while you rest. The stars above the night garden brighten as if pleased by your willingness to soften, and their light becomes a gentle coverlet spread across your shoulders. Beneath that starry blanket, your breath slows a little more, and your thoughts surrender their sharp corners. Roundness returns to everything, including you. Your hands feel pleasantly warm and heavy, and your feet feel grounded and complete, as if they remember every step they took today and are content to release them all. Your spine rests like a river at dusk, quiet curves reflecting quiet light, and your face smooths into the peaceful expression it wears when dreaming. All of this happens without effort because your body knows the path home to rest. If you wish, imagine closing the garden gate very gently, not to shut yourself in or out, but to mark the moment when the world understands you are off duty. The hinges whisper a friendly note, and the latch rests softly in its place, and the night nods in agreement. You are welcome to linger, and you are welcome to sleep. Draw your awareness back to the simple movement of breath, the rise and the fall, the in and the out, the brightening and the widening of your inner lantern. Let that lantern dim to the exact gentleness your eyelids prefer, the calm glow of a nightlight that keeps watch without glare. Trust that this watch will continue as you drift, patient and kind, steady and quiet. Before you cross the threshold into sleep, offer yourself one sentence of kindness and let it be small and sincere. You might say, "I am safe and I can rest." Or you might say, "I have done enough and I am allowed to let go now." Whichever words you choose, let them sink into your chest like warm tea sinking into a cup, settling, comforting, and right. The night around you becomes a cradle that does not rock so much as breathe, and your breath matches it perfectly without trying. If you are already drifting, let the rest of these words dissolve into the gentle hum behind your thoughts, a sound you do not need to follow. If you are still awake, savor the ease you have made, knowing that sleep prefers this kind of softness and will arrive in its own perfect time. Your body knows how to cross over from waking to dreaming, and your mind knows how to rest when it is offered safety and warmth. You have offered both tonight, and that is why your breath sounds like the sea at night, stroking the shore in a rhythm as old as comfort itself. You are carried by that rhythm now, supported from every side by the simplest of truths. You are safe. You are allowed to rest. You are doing wonderfully, and you have done enough. Let the lantern dim further until it is only the suggestion of light, a gentle memory of calm that does not need to shine to keep you safe. Let the garden slip into the background like a dream returning to its nest, ready to greet you whenever you wish to visit again. Let the path of moonlit stones fold itself neatly beneath the meadow, trusting that it will reappear as soon as you need it. Feel once more the support beneath you, strong and loving, and allow your weight to be fully held. Soften your mouth into the faintest smile, not as a performance, but as a private acknowledgement that you have chosen gentleness and won its quiet rewards. With that smile, with that breath, with this calm, surrender the rest of the night to sleep. Now let's fly across the sleepy night sky. Let those words settle in your chest like a lantern being lit, steady and kind, asking nothing from you except a slow breath and a softer gaze. You are safe to lift gently from the edges of today, and you are welcome to drift on the quiet currents of your own breathing, because your breath remembers the path to peace. Feel the surface beneath you, holding your weight with patient devotion, and let your shoulders melt downward as if they were made of warm twilight. Inhale and imagine feather-light wings unfurling along the back of your heart, not to work or to push, but simply to widen the feeling of ease. Exhale and sense the room exhale with you, the air itself agreeing to hush, the night agreeing to watch over everything while you rest. We rise together so effortlessly that even the softest sounds grow round and distant, like shells pressed to the ear. Your thoughts become little sailboats anchored in a safe cove, and you do not need to untie a single rope tonight. Everything that can wait will gladly wait, and everything that must soften is already learning how with each long, friendly breath you take. Above us stretches a velvet canopy painted with midnight blues and violets, and the first stars gather like kind faces at a porch light. Their glow never startles because it is patient and wise, designed for sleepy eyes and tender hearts. As you glide, those stars seem to keep pace, as if they are walking beside you with quiet companionship, step for gentle step. We drift past rooftops where windows offer their last golden nods before closing, and chimneys release ribbons of smoke that unwind into the dark like long sighs. Gardens soften under dew and moonlight, and pathways that carried busy feet now lie restful beneath a blanket of shade. The world breathes with you even in its quiet, and you can lean into that rhythm as though it were a lullaby composed for your nervous system. Let your jaw loosen and your tongue rest heavy and wide, creating easy space behind your teeth for the breath to move like a friendly tide. Allow your eyelids to grow warm and relaxed, while your attention grows feather light and travels just ahead of you like a small, steady lantern guiding the way. This is traveling by stillness, where movement is rest and rest is movement, and both are welcome. We come upon a river of clouds that shine like polished silver under the moon, and we settle upon it the way a leaf settles on a gentle stream. The cloud holds you with the softness of fresh sheets and a promise, and moonlight draws tender lines across your breath. You can feel the slow sway of the cloud's tide beneath you, a rocking older than worry, a rocking that remembers lullabies sung before words. From here, constellations begin a quiet choreography, tracing shapes that have soothed travelers for countless nights. There is a cup pouring calm into the sky, and a cradle woven from soft light, and a garland of tiny lamps that seem to hum with kindness. These are stories told without language, and your body understands them easily because they speak in relaxation and trust. Breathe in and feel that trust sink into your shoulders, clearing away the old habit of holding everything all at once. Breathe out and sense gravity transforming from a pull into a gentle welcome, a homecoming that lets your muscles rest inside their own warmth. Your entire body begins to hum at a low and even volume, like a quiet choir singing the word ease in a language made of breath. The cloud carries us toward a meadow stitched into the sky, where dusk lilies open their dim blossoms in time with your inhale and fold again in time with your exhale. A pale path of stardust ribbon wanders forward, asking only for curiosity and slow attention. Each imagined step rings a tiny bell that sounds once and fades into the hush. And in the space between the bells, your nervous system rests deeper. At the meadow's far edge, a stream of starlight flows without hurry. Beads of light rolling over beads of light in a loop that never ends. We kneel beside it and dip our fingers into the glow, and the circles that widen away from your touch carry the last edges of the day with them. You can watch those edges go until they are only distance and then only calm, and you do not need to follow. A moon-pale moth keeps us company, drawing soft rings in the night with its wings, and when it lands on your palm, it feels like a promise to be gentle. The moth reminds you that softness can be strong, that quiet can be protective, and that yielding can be wise. You lift your hand and it rises again, like a note returning to its song, and the air seems pleased. Let your lower back loosen as if someone kind has slid a cushion of night air beneath it, and let your hips settle into that support with complete trust. Your thighs release their plan to sprint, your knees sigh like travelers finding a shaded bench, and your calves become fluent in the language of stillness. Your feet remember they belong to the earth's kindness, and every toe unfurls as though it were a petal after rain. We lift again and drift toward the horizon's silver seam, where a lighthouse of moonstone gleams from a cloud cliff, not warning of danger but welcoming you home. We touch down upon its balcony and rest our hands on the cool stone rail, and the beam sweeps gently across our faces with the same rhythm as your breath. Every brightening says you are here, and every softening says you can let go now, and between them stretches a corridor called sleep. Allow your shoulders to drop another small degree, and notice how the base of your skull softens when your head trusts its own resting weight. Let your arms grow heavy from shoulder to elbow, from elbow to wrist, from wrist to palm, until your hands rest in a curve that means comfort rather than grasping. The body understands these invitations without effort because it was designed to return to ease when spoken to with kindness. A bell inside the lighthouse chimes once, round and low, and the sound settles into you like a pebble finding the quiet at the bottom of a clear pool. Ripples move outward through your chest and your belly and your hips, requesting another inch of relaxation at every ring. And your body keeps saying yes. Agree with one more unhurried exhale and feel how the yes widens across your whole being until there is nothing left but yes. We step through a doorway of soft light and find a conservatory of night, a glass dome room where the ceiling is the sky itself. There is a nest-shaped chair waiting, woven from the idea of comfort, and it understands you before you sit down. When you settle, the chair meets every curve with compassionate precision, and the floor holds the chair exactly where it needs to be. A small telescope hums a note that matches your breathing, and it shows you a cluster of stars that looks like a tiny village wrapped in lamp glow. You imagine alleys of light between those stars, and little doorways standing open, and the sense that everyone there is on your side. Every journey finds rest, and every rest has its journey, and both have arrived in you at the same sweet time. Breathe in as if filling a calm lake, and breathe out as if smoothing the lake's surface with your gentle hand. If it feels pleasant, allow the exhale to be 1 or 2 heartbeats longer than the inhale, because lengthened exhales whisper safety to all your systems. Keep that whisper nearby like a favorite scarf, and wear it as you continue through the night. We rise again, and the conservatory becomes a lantern behind us as we drift toward an arch where 2 patient clouds lean together like friends. Beyond the arch, curtains of aurora sway in slow folds of green and blue and violet, each color arriving like a blessing and departing like a lullaby. Their glow grazes your cheeks with cool sweetness, and your mind tilts toward quiet the way flowers tilt toward light. We float along the edge of the aurora and notice how the colors pulse with your inhale and soften with your exhale. A conversation between sky and lungs. Emerald becomes sapphire, sapphire drifts into violet, and violet returns to darkness with the relief of a task completed. In the wake of those colors, stillness grows richer and more reassuring. Below, a quilt of lakes mirrors everything, and on a few small islands, tiny campfires flicker without smoke, the flames barely there and perfectly calm. Those fires seem to keep watch for sleeping birds and quiet shores, promising that nothing important will be missed. We bow to those watchfires with a gentle breath, and they bow back with a single spark that feels like gratitude. Let the back of your mouth soften. Let the throat feel spacious. And notice how each easy swallow clears the last roughness from the path of breath. Your temples cool. The tiny muscles around the eyes drift into a friendly blur, and thought edges soften like sugar surrendering to warm milk. You are learning the kindness of soft focus, and your mind appreciates the lesson. Now a hush of star snow begins to fall, delicate flakes that glow and dissolve into comfort before they land. Each flake carries a small sentence of blessing that whispers you have done enough for today and places it carefully inside your chest. Blessings do not require action. They only ask to be received, which you are doing beautifully. We follow a narrow stream of moonlight to a terrace garden suspended in the quiet, with lilac vines that yawn their colors open and close in time with your breathing. A cushioned bench waits, and when your imagined body reclines upon it, the cushion meets you with the exact softness you have been wanting. A blanket appears, sewn from the night's kindest moments, and it lays across you with a comforting weight that speaks the language of safety your body understands best. Wind wanders through the terrace smelling faintly of pine and lake water, and your chest rises to greet it with gentle, trustworthy movement. Your exhale leaves like a content traveler easing into a familiar chair, and the room of the sky settles around you like a friend leaning close. Breath by breath, your body edits away every extra note of tension until only harmony remains. We lift again softly, carrying the feeling of the terrace inside us, because the places of ease you find become portable the moment you recognize them. Far ahead, a moon bridge spans a valley of dark velvet, its railings trimmed with dew that looks like a string of pearls placed there by dawn's patient hands. We drift across the bridge with all the grace of a feather finding its pillow, and the valley keeps our secrets without effort. A door appears at the end of the bridge, painted the color of first light, with a ribbon tied at the handle that reads, "Welcome home" in easy handwriting. When you open it, you step into a room that looks like the inside of a sigh, all soft corners and warm absence of urgency. There is a bed made of cloud and memory foam and kindness, and it remembers every place where you have ever felt truly safe. Lie down upon that bed in your mind and in your body, allowing reality to mirror imagination in the most helpful way. The pillow cups your head like a shoreline cups the sea at low tide, and your face smooths into its dream expression before sleep even arrives. Your jaw remains loose, your shoulders remain low, and your hands rest in a quiet curve that means receiving instead of reaching. A lullaby begins, woven from the architecture of the room itself, the way air supports you, and the way the floor steadies whatever steadies you. The melody pairs with your inhale and exhale until it feels as though breath wrote the song and the song wrote breath. You become the kind of listener who understands that gentleness is a form of music that needs no applause. If any last knots remain, invite your next 3 exhales to visit them with warmth, like a cup of evening tea poured over rope. On the first exhale, the knot loosens. On the second, it forgets its old job. And on the third, it remembers how to be a ribbon again. The body smiles in that quiet way bodies smile, and everything agrees to soften. We dim the room a little further, as if a hand has turned the lantern from bright to gentle, to the exact glow your eyelids prefer. Beyond the windows, night moves at the pace of your breathing, and a star occasionally drifts by in a slow wave. Distance and nearness blend into rightness, and the conditions for sleep become perfectly ordinary and perfectly complete. If a thought rises, greet it like a bird that lands briefly on a fence, offering a nod without a net, and allow it to lift off again while the fence remains. Your breath rocks the fence post with the softest rhythm, and the whole scene becomes a pocket-sized metaphor for letting go. You do not manage the flock because the flock knows its way home, and you are already home. Breathe in and say inside your mind, I am safe in this moment. Letting the words slide through you like a warm ribbon that settles across your chest. Breathe out and say, I am allowed to rest, letting the ribbon tuck itself beneath your heart where the message can glow without sound. Let the phrases fade into feeling, because feeling is the most faithful listener you carry. We coast now, lower and lower, the way mist settles on grass, unaware of the last inch because there is nothing to struggle against. Your breath is the mist and the grass is tonight, and the landing is already happening in the most natural way. Arriving is what breath does when it is trusted, and you are trusting beautifully. If the mind asks how long until sleep, remind it kindly that sleep arrives like a tide that respects your shore. Never early, never late, always gentle. You can already feel the water touching toes and ankles and knees with cool reassurance, and you can allow it to rise to the level of your comfort. In that rise there is weightlessness, and in that weightlessness there is peace. The places we visited begin to fold themselves into a quilt that tucks around you from every side. A patchwork of lighthouse glow, aurora hush, star meadow bloom, and terrace breeze. You are held by the images you invited and the sensations you allowed, which means you can call them back anytime, anywhere. This is the skill of rest, and you are practicing it with quiet mastery. If you are already drifting, the remaining words may dissolve into the hum of night like sweet powder melting into warm milk. If you remain awake, you can savor the ease you have made, understanding that sleep prefers softness and will arrive in the perfect moment. Either way, you are winning the kind of victory that needs no banner, because your body knows what to do next. Place your attention lightly behind your heart, where a candle burns without smoke, and notice how it warms without heat and illuminates without glare. That candle will keep you company while you rest, and you do not need to tend it, because presence is its fuel and you have plenty. Some lights are meant to stand watch, and this is one of them. Feel again the mattress holding you with devotion, the pillow cradling the back of your head with understanding, and the blanket offering a promise it intends to keep. Your breath remains slow, your face remains smooth, and your thoughts drift at the speed of clouds on the gentlest day. You do not chase them because you do not need them, and they are happy to wander. The sky continues its silver breathing above you, and your inner sky answers, two quiet choirs humming the same tender note. You do not have to listen closely, because the sound reaches you without trying and stays as long as you like. You are here, and being here is everything required. That ends tonight's journey, but you're welcome to stay a bit longer.